This is my week 2 video journal for CSPU 622. When I think of the school psychologist's role in the accountability function within a school site, I really think of the law, knowing special education law, and really speaking out to what the law says when it's appropriate. So, for instance, I feel that during an IEP meeting, sometimes things can go off track a little bit, and just reminding kind of the team of some of the laws that we're supposed to be following, not in a rude way, but just in a like, hey, maybe before we talk about the continuum of services, we should talk about those goals because that's what's going to help us make that decision as a team. I actually had that experience yesterday with administrators that I don't know. I've never worked with them before, but I had never been in that position before. I feel like the teams I've worked with prior, we've got a system and everybody kind of flows. So I think it just throws things off when you've got new people in the mix, new assessment teams or whatever. But that I think is a big one, because if I know the way we're supposed to be doing something and I sit back and let an administrator or anybody else do it incorrectly, that could set us up for failure, even for due process or something. And I would not feel okay letting that happen when I knew how to kind of get us back on track. So that's kind of where my mind goes. Also, when we're talking about making big decisions for students, I think right now is a prime example. What does counseling look like? What does special education remote services, what do those services look like? I think it would be really vital for school psychologists to be involved in that discussion, and always remembering when we're thinking about our students, we're thinking about doing no harm, and how can we get them the best, how can we look out for them best, especially in tricky situations. It's not always black and white, clearly. So when I think of accountability, that's the kind of thing I think of. Of course, there are the more simple things like making sure we're implementing BIPs with fidelity, or trying to be helpful in that kind of sense to our teachers. Of course, doing accurate assessments, reporting accurately, all of that good stuff too. But when I think of the big stuff, I think of knowing the law, making sure that everybody that we're working with is upholding that law, and things like that. Okay?